Good morning, my people. It's your man, Joshua Pondexter. Welcome to the show. Listen, the question today is the American dollar done? What the heck is going on? We're talking about Trump being indicted. I scoured the news looking for any information about the New World Order, right? So China, Russia, some countries in Africa, even Mexico, they are all joining together to get on the Brics system to make their dollar stronger, right? To make their money stronger, to make the dollar weaker, right? So very interesting video I came across on TikTok that's talking about this. So we're going to review that, and then we're going to answer the question, is the American dollar done with? Let's look at this. Okay. So let's add this to our stream. Okay. All right. Can I get this thing to play? All right. Give me a second. We're still learning this process. So let's stop our screen sharing. All right, we're going to get this together. There's this video here. There's the video.
So let's give it some real attention right now. So we
got the video up. Bring this video. So we get this video to play. Share screen. So we're definitely getting the lay of the land on this stuff. Let's hide that.
So let's give it some real attention right now and give you the most important highlights. Saudi Arabia and Iran, Sunni and Shiite Muslim, are sworn enemies. They hate each other. And yet China just brokered a peace deal between them. Yes, China did that. Not the United States and bumbling Joe Biden. China brokered a Saudi-Iran peace deal. Let that sink in. And then this week, Saudi Arabia openly talking about settling their oil trades in the Chinese currency yuan. This would replace the US dollar. This, my friends, is the biggest story in the world. So let me repeat that. They would replace the petrodollar, the US dollar that we use as a hammer to sanction any country we like. If the US doesn't like you and wants to sanction you, they can, because if you want oil, you'll need to pay with the US dollar to settle that transaction in US dollars. So this is all about to change. It's not hyperbole to say that this will change everything. Imagine if the US can't threaten you with dollars anymore. All they have left are weapons. And there's nothing more dangerous than a person losing power. You're witnessing it in real time. But if you need more news from this week, Saudi Arabia and Iran and Mexico all getting ready to join the Brics Alliance. Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. Now, we already know, we've covered this on the show. Right after Mexico made this announcement, the U.S. started talking about invading Mexico with military forces to stop the drug cartels.
What? I want to introduce legislation, Jesse, to make certain Mexican drug cartels, foreign terrorist organizations under U.S. law, and set the stage to use military force if necessary to protect America from being poisoned by things coming out of Mexico.
They're at war with you. You need to be at war with them. I can't think of a better use of our military than to blow up labs in Mexico.
They think we're stupid. Lindsey Graham, Senator Lindsey Graham, doesn't give a rat's ass about drug cartels. They only care about Mexico joining BRICS. That's it. That's what this was about. And this week, Mexican President Obrador fired back, basically called Biden and Congress a bunch of idiots for provoking a war in Russia and talking about invading Mexico. So what does all of this mean? Well, it would mean that if all of the major oil-producing countries in the world become part of the same alliance, it would mean that half of the entire population of the globe would be on the same team, using a Chinese and Russian oil infrastructure that's tied to oil and gold, and no longer to the US dollar. This week, we saw a new record amount of gold being bought and stored by China. There are real concerns that we are running out of gold supplies right now around the world. It's becoming incredibly difficult to get gold. China and Russia are buying as much of it as they can find, and gold producers right now are scrambling to bring it out of the ground. Gold is nearing record highs this week, prices touching $2,000 a troy ounce. So all of this means we're spiraling into World War III. Over the past 48 hours, the U.S. launched airstrikes against Iran, but not in Iran. They attacked Iran in Syria, because of course we're using Syria as a proxy. This is a response to Iran attacking American soldiers in Syria. Again, why the hell are Americans in Syria in the first place?
To make no mistake, the United States does not emphasize seek conflict with Iran, but be prepared for us to act forcefully, protect our people.
So Syria is ground zero for what's about to happen in this new world order. But again, just pay attention to Trump getting arrested. That's what the deep state wants you to focus on. So that's the news update part of today's show, trying to get you caught up on all of the big geopolitical developments over the past 48 hours. Now I want to tell you about our sponsor for today's video.
Wow, that's crazy. The biggest news story of the century, and we're talking about Donald Trump. We're talking about America has been able to bully the world. Good morning, Brother Derek. America has been able to bully the world with their dollar, right? So now, because these other countries are saying, hey, listen, we don't want that anymore. The Brits, which is, you said Russia, China, Brazil, Mexico, all these countries are forming a currency backed by gold to get off of the Euro oil, the European oil-backed dollar, right? So now it's on and popping, right? This is what the wars are about. It's about control. It's about power of the finance. Hey, as a dollar-toting person, I don't like it myself because when I go to some countries and my dollar is worth thousands of their dollars, that's crazy. People are tired of that, right? So now, stay tuned, Americans. I'm not saying that your dollar is worthless. Well, it don't have too much value in America anyway. But man, stay tuned. So what are you going to do, right? You better think of a plan. You're going to, it's a global world. Everything is global, entertainment, the politics, living, everything is global. So you better think about what am I going to do globally to secure my future? Am I going to rest all of my faith in America? Which, a lot of people will say America, the evil empire, right? Every empire falls, right? So the corruption of our financial system, that's who run the world, the financiers, right? Is that going to be the end of America? Don't know. Africa looking pretty good right now as a second home. So listen, who knows? I don't know. But we see what's going on. We see this information that's out here in the universe. And I had scoured. So since 5 a.m. this morning, I've been scouring the news channels, looking for the story. That they're not even talking about it, right? They don't want the American population to be informed what's going on globally, and why there's wars and why we are going to send our children to fight for the American dollar, right? Not just cause, right? Who's going to talk about fighting the American drug cartels? That don't even make no sense. We've been letting them run rapid for decades, selling their drugs to us. We're the number one consumer in America of their drugs. Now we're going to go over there and bomb their labs. That's crazy. How you gonna go bomb some people labs on their own soil, right? Listen, I don't know if you realize that the dollar is probably worth 67 cents, probably less than that. The value, even in America, right? Every dollar that we get, our buying power is being reduced, and so, hey. If they can't get that money from across the globe, they're going to start taxing us, the American citizens, more, right? So stay tuned. That's a, that's a head up. That's a warning. You better start thinking about what you're going to do for you and your family, and put the Krispy Kremes down and get off of Amazon.com buying stuff, right? And start thinking about what I'm going to do for the future for me and my family, right? Because the world order is changing, right? Me, I could go blend in somewhere else if I need to, right? Anyway, think about it. This is our review of that video. Very powerful information. Nothing about it is untrue. These are the things that's going on in our global economy. And if you don't take care of yourself personally, financially, it's going to be a sad, sad day for you. So listen up. We just thought we'd come by, review this video. I thought it was very powerful information. Probably one of the reasons I want to shut TikTok down. All this type of data is on there, right? You can't get global news on your local channels, right? You got to go outside. So anyway, peace, love, and soul. Stay focused. Put your thoughts together about how can I take advantage of the international realities. JhP&x.com. We're here and available to give you consultations to help you through the process. All right. Bye for now. Signing off.